Pitt is now in Special Branch, and at the very beginning of the story, he witnesses a murder, or he just misses it by a few seconds. And he sees the person who obviously committed the crime running away. And he and his immediate junior chase this man until he crosses the channel. And we end up for a little while in Saint-Malo in France. Very beautiful town. Meanwhile, back at Lisson Grove, which is the headquarters of Special Branch, Victor Narraway finds that he is dismissed, dishonourably, accused of having been involved in a very serious and betraying sort of crime in Ireland. And he's dismissed from Special Branch. Now, he wants to prove that he was innocent, and to do this, he has to go to Ireland. And because Pitt is unreachable, he has to go and tell Charlotte what has happened and why Pitt will not be home that night. And of course, as he tells her, he also then has to tell her the day afterwards, I am not there anymore to keep in contact with Pitt and to let you know what's happening to him because I have been dismissed. Now, as those of us who are familiar with Pitt will already know, Narraway is extremely attracted to Charlotte. But she does an absolutely wild and crazy thing because she understands that if Narraway is dismissed, then Pitt is his closest advisor and person who works with him the most. Pitt may also be dismissed because Narraway is his only friend and supporter because of having chosen him as a sort of a favourite. And Pitt could be without a job. And without a job, they're all in trouble. So she says she will go to Ireland with him to try to help him find out what is the truth behind this accusation of treason and betrayal. Somebody in Lisson Grove, and they don't know who, is trying to get rid of both Pitt and Narraway. Why? What is being planned? Is it just simply a rise to power, or is there something bigger, darker and more dangerous that is going to happen whilst both Pitt and Narraway are out of London? Well, of course there is. In Ireland, there are two main things: to discover what happened in the past and to find out who is the betrayer, to solve a very gruesome murder which happens. And the other thing is the relationship between Charlotte and Narraway. It's kind of tense, it's gentle, but it's difficult and it's possibly dangerous. And whilst Pitt discovers that there is somebody with him in France who may any minute, the minute they realise that Pitt suspects them, will try to murder him. And he has to understand what's going on, escape, make his way back to England. He doesn't often get involved in violence, but this time he does. He very nearly loses his life. He even winds up in jail for a little while. And the whole story comes to a climax with a terrible treason within Special Branch. And there's going to be violence, there's going to be hostage taking and rescue at the last moment. We're going to find out exactly what all the crimes were. Pitt is going to have to do some fairly physical saving of his own life. And I won't tell you who the hostage is or what is the price wanted, but it could ruin everything if they don't manage to save the situation, which of course they do, with a little help from Great Aunt Vespasia, naturally. But it's treason, it's murder, it's love and hate, and a whole rearrangement and some great challenges for Pitt. And we'll have to see in the next story whether he's absolutely up to it or whether it stretches him almost beyond what he can manage. But keep that till next time.